Hello to all my lovelies out there. I'm Roxanne Carn, personal wardrobe stylist, and I help women transform their wardrobes and their lives. And today I am bringing you another episode of Introducing, where I'm introducing you to some of my favorite designers and brands. So this new brand is, again, fairly new, just launched in, I think, December of last year, and it was one that really just sung to my heart because, you know, I'm a handbag fiend. I love luxury handbags. And the brand, I'll just tell you who it is right now. It's called Deseri, D-E-S-E-R-I. And Deseri is a brand that is focused on really bringing and crafting luxury materials into luxury handbags. So beautiful leathers coming from Spain and Italy into just gorgeous pieces that can adorn outfits really day to day. So I want to tell you just a little bit about the founder, Deseri Kelly. And by the way, this also is honoring, you know, right now it's Women's History Month. So I wanted to take the time to also introduce a great brand, but also support another woman-owned business. But anyway, Deseri Kelly, she got inspired to start this brand really through her experience living abroad. She lived in Barcelona as well as Paris for a total of about 4 years, and really just fell in love, which I know this having been to Italy and, you know, everything Europe, just the quality of luxury pieces, whether it's clothes, handbags, or shoes, it's really unmatched. But anyway, she fell in love with what she was seeing in terms of, you know, textiles and accessories, and decided, you know what, I'm gonna start my own brand, which is exactly what she did. So anyhow, she started her brand, and you know, there's so much work that goes into launching it, but she was very, very particular about just her signature, making sure that the quality aligned with her standards, that the aesthetic was right in line with what she felt not only represented her brand, but also would represent, you know, the women or men that we choose to wear and choose her handbags and her accessories. So I am pleased to share with you this beautiful bag from the Deseri collection. So it comes in this beautiful dust bag, super, super soft. And there's her logo there. And in full disclosure, she did gift this handbag to me, which I really appreciate. But I'm going to show you what I got and give you a review on it. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we've got this gorgeous, gorgeous tote bag in a rich chocolate brown color. And what I love about what she's done with her design is that her name, and you know, the brand is built off of her name. It is her namesake. She's got it slightly embossed in the bags, and you will see pretty much all of her bags do have her name embossed. And just the quality, I mean, first of all, the smell, oh gosh, there's nothing like the scent of fresh leather made in Italy. But the bag, the construction of it is just so nice. It's sturdy, it stands on its own. We've got really intricate details with the seaming. You know, you always want to pay attention to the seaming as well as any glazing on handbags, just to make sure it's done well, because if it's not done well, it's going to fall apart. But here's a profile look of the bag. So again, very clean lines. And this is the back. I love the style of it. It's almost kind of like a paper bag, but it's very, very modern. So let's take a look and see what's going on inside. So the bag does come with a crossbody strap, and I'm gonna take the stuffing out here, really to show you, see 3 of them, how deep it is. It goes in pretty far, right? And so here we now have the inside of the leather suede finish, and in a contrasting color, but all keeping within kind of a, neutral, which I really, really like. When you think about tote bags tend to be wide. I really do like that this one is a little bit more narrow, and you could get a laptop in here. You can get an iPad in here, or your tablet. You can get your books in here, right? It's pretty deep, and you have the option again of carrying it from the cut-in handle or via crossbody, okay? And it has feet on the bottom as well, 4 feet. So, for me, I never, ever, ever put my handbags on the ground. I'm particular really about any surface that it goes on, but I do feel a little bit better when it has feet. So I think that's a really, really nice touch. And especially for a tote, a tote is kind of the bag that is like a little bit of a carry-all. You'll have lots of different things inside of it. And you want to make sure that it's not going to kind of like topple over or anything like that. And because the bag actually has some good structure, it stands on its own. So it's super, super pretty, very, very comfortable to wear. And this particular bag right now comes in this chocolate brown, but it also comes in black. When I got the bag, I was very tempted to get the black because I love black. But I have so many black bags, and I thought to myself, gosh, I don't have a bag that's this rich chocolate color, so let me go for something a little bit different. So that's something that I encourage you to do. Sometimes step outside your comfort zone, or just add a little bit of variety in what you're wearing. So I was really pretty pleased about that. Now, I'll also give you my honest opinion on one area that I think that could be improved is that the crossbody strap is physically attached to the bag. Unfortunately, it's not a clip that can come off. So when you're not using the crossbody strap, you can easily just push it in and conceal it, but it will sit on top of whatever or next to whatever you have in the bag. So just keep that in mind. And the only other critique that I have on the bag is that I feel like another loop is needed right here to keep this down. Now, because I've had it wrapped, this I can fix actually by just tucking it under there for a little bit and having it lay straight. But if we had a little belt loop just to keep it right there, that would make that strap 100% perfect. But it is not a deal breaker. The bag is absolutely lovely, and I think it can be a really great addition to your wardrobe. Now for Deseri, her line includes wallets. It also includes clutches as well as top handles. And I'll show you some of those, some of those pictures here in the video. And again, the quality is just fantastic. She also has some fun, bold colors. I was tempted to get the clutch. It's a clutch in a hot pink. Great for spring and summer. So make sure that you check that out too. But let's give some love and support to Deseri. I do have her website linked here in the video. And I'd love to know what you think about this purse or any of the other purses on her website, and if you may consider getting one for yourself. So thank you so much for watching. And if this content is interesting to you and you want to hear, have me do more videos on handbags or kind of anything else fashion and style related, that's what I'm here for. That's what I do day in and day out. Just let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to also like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.